Diet is one of the most important things for having a happy bird. So I will be going over what your bird's diet should look like instead of what they tell you it should look like. Now for starters, they is normally pet stores. The pet stores give you a bag of seeds. This is terrible for your bird because A, seeds are way too high in fat, B, they're way too high in sugar, and C, they offer no real nutritional value, so your bird will get fat, overweight, or just simply ill. I had this happen with my previous bird who came on an all-seed diet, and I had a super hard time transferring him over to pellets. It took 3 years, but he immediately jumped onto when I got the right pellets. So, and even those pellets weren't the greatest, but it ended up with him getting kidney failure in the end of his life, although part of that was due to poor breeding on the breeder's end, because once again he was a pet store bird. Please get your birds from breeders. But I will be going over what the diet should look like and the vegetables that should be in this diet. Now for starters, your bird's diet should consist of two things. In the morning they should get chopped, and in the evening they should get pellets. Now this guy here is a little bit of a bad example because he hasn't entirely adapted to chop. Currently he's on an all pellet diet with veggies in between, so he gets vegetables when I eat. He gets a little bit of pasta if we eat pasta and just things like that. Of course, plain pasta. Hi. But for starters, the chop should look like this. 3 green vegetables, 2 orange or yellow vegetables, and 1 to 2 red or purple vegetables. Now, you want the greens to be different shades of green. Darker green is normally better for birds because it's rich in iron. Now, as for the vegetables, you can give them snap peas or peas, sweet potatoes, carrots, cucumber, kale, broccoli, parsley, cauliflower, butternut, pumpkin, beetroot, bell pepper. You can also give them the seeds, corn, hemp seed, beans, celery, spinach, spaghetti squash, alfalfa, seeds and sprouts, and lettuce of all different shades, such as purple lettuce, red lettuce, all these good things. You can throw in some quinoa, oats, bell pepper seeds, beetroot, not beetroots, bee pollen. I'm dyslexic, it's kind of hard to read a list. Small amounts of millet, very small. He has some buckwheat, raw buckwheat in his diet as well, but that was given to me by the breeder and I'm not entirely sure about it. Sunflower or safflower seeds, and pasta, and the scraps you can give them once again is bell pepper seeds, some pumpkin or squash guts, sesame seeds, chickpeas, and hard-boiled eggs. This guy loves his hard-boiled eggs. And you should always, when you prep your vegetables, you should always peel all the roots. You should remove white from inside of bell peppers, and you should chop or put them in a food processor. This guy likes them bigger, like he loves eating his broccoli whole. He'll just pick it off and eat it very slowly. As for the fruits, you can throw in some pomegranate or apple, but make sure to remove any pits from the fruit. As for no-no foods, we have avocado, onions, chocolate, eggplants, raw potato, rhubarb, milk or cream, or anything really with lactose. They're basically lactose intolerant, which means no cheese or anything either. Caffeine, salt or fruit pits, and garlic. Now, if you aren't sure about what you're feeding your bird, if you look at a vegetable and it's not on this list, then I would highly advise doing some online research. We have the internet, use it. Are you getting all fluffy? So the other part of the diet should be pellets. I recommend rooibos. Currently he is on rooibos crumble. I will be changing him on to pellets maybe because he tends to crumble them too small and then he can't even eat them, but that's because he's a bit of a silly baby right now. Now he is only 11 weeks old, so transferring him onto a different diet is taking more time than expected because he's just a picky eater in general. But if I eat something or I serve it to him on a spoon, he eats it. But if I give him a bowl of the exact same thing that he just ate 2 seconds ago, he won't eat it because it's in a bowl. So find out how your bird likes food. He likes it on a spoon because he's the royal highness of the household right now. But yeah, that's what your bird's diet should look like. If it doesn't look like that, I would highly recommend consulting your vet. If you haven't already found an avian vet, I highly recommend you do yearly checkups with your avian vet and your bird to make sure that your bird is on the right track and is constantly healthy and you catch anything very early, since birds can hide illness like no one's business. So yeah, if you have any questions, comment down below. This is just what I've done through research. Lots and lots of research. Bird Tricks and Ellen and Birds both have very good videos on diet. I highly recommend watching. You can even buy bird cookbooks from Bird Tricks, which is always great because they have a seasonal feeding system, which is something I aspire to learn how to do. But yeah, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, there's a comment section down below. I will try to put some sources in the description. I will probably forget, and I hope this video was informative. Have a great day, and God bless.